Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. So today I'll be sharing something that will be beneficial for those who want to venture into the content space, the digital content space, as content developers, social media managers, or digital marketers. And it's also something that those who are already professionals in the field can relate to. And maybe we can learn one or two things and also share ideas on how we can help solve the challenge or find a way around it. So today I'll be sharing some of the struggles and challenges that content developers, social media managers, or digital marketers in general experience, both personally or with their relationship with their clients. One for me is the brain fatigue. And that's what writers call creative block. And yes, it happens most especially when you're handling your personal brand or even multiple clients' brand. You find that from Monday to Friday or Monday to Sunday, 9 to 5, 9 to midnight, you're just doing the same thing, but with different people. It's either you're trying to create content for yourself, you're trying to create content for another brand, you're trying to manage, schedule, respond, engage, monitor, track. Those are just your key roles from day to day, day in, day out. You're just doing the same thing. And it gets to a point where your brain is kind of stretched. You find that even to just develop a simple caption for a particular post, you can't do that. Or you're struggling to do that. At that moment, you feel like, wow, I put myself into a lot of trouble. But here is a way that I try to solve that because it's inescapable, especially when you have a lot of tasks on your desk. One way is to create intermittent breaks in between your tasks. It could seem impossible or ridiculous because you might have lots of deadline and you don't want to leave that your desk space or workspace, but it actually helps. Is a productivity boost to take breaks in between work. And when you take breaks in between work, it's not like you leave this content creation or managing this account and move to maybe another account. I say I've taken a break for this one. No, it means take a break for everything that has to do with your job role and just focus on other things. Think about maybe physical activities. Think about games, fun things, hobbies that can just help your brain reboot, reset, and then you can always come back to the work. Just it's not as little as 10 minutes, 15 minutes can go a long way to help you, especially when you have lots of work to do at a particular time. That's my way of solving that. Now, the second thing is what I call social media apathy. And that's like when you have a love-hate relationship with social media. You want to be there, but you don't want to be there. You want to be on this website, you don't want to be on. In fact, I think it should be called online apathy. You just don't want to have anything to do with being online, monitoring accounts, but you can't leave because one, you have accounts to monitor, you have accounts to engage in. Even if you try to schedule posts, even if you try to schedule blog posts, content, and all that, you have to monitor, you have to send in reports, especially when you're running campaigns, you have to also be there to see the leads and how they are responding. But at that moment, you want to really go offline. And if you don't have that luxury, how then do you manage it? So this is how I do it. I try to create a schedule for a particular time of the day that I want to attend to those tasks that are bringing me online when I want to go offline. Also, I also try to communicate with the clients that are managing the accounts that I would like to take a break. You can ask for permission. I mean, you never can know what will happen. So ask for permission and tell them the solution that you have for your absence. Do you get? So with that way, it's like a win-win. You might not get all you want, but at least you have time for you to spend alone and just take that break offline. Now, the third thing is handling the pressure of showing up. And that's actually something that is very rampant. Almost anyone that you tell that you're a content developer or a digital marketer expects you to be, very active online, active, not just engaging on other people's posts. They want you to be posting back to back. In fact, there's also this situation where you have to explain why your clients have more followers than you. Have you ever had that kind of situation? Have you had that kind of experience where you tell somebody, well, I'm a social media manager, and they quickly run to your Instagram and you're like, wow, you have 600 followers. How are you doing that? And I'm like, yeah, I'm able to do it for my clients who have 1,000 and more, but that doesn't mean that I have to have it. Do you even know if I want to be on social media personally? So that is it. That's like the experience, and it shouldn't be a shock, especially for people who are trying to venture into, this digital content space. You have to understand, why do I want to be? Do I want to be here? What does social media serve for me? What does the online space serve for me? For me, it's like a thought leadership space for me. It's a place for me to educate, people. And so every time that I have my content pillars, I have my goals planned out. I just schedule my content and create my content in a way that it's going to be okay for me. I'm under no pressure to show up. So if I say I'm going to be posting once a month, that is how much how far I'm going to go for that month, so I can also pay attention to the other jobs that I have on hand. Especially because it comes to a time where you don't want to be on social media because you've been on social media all your life. So that actually happens. And one way you can do it is what I've explained. Create a goal, personal goal for yourself, or what social media stands for you, and determine to stay with that consistency pace. So the last but not the least is handling clients' expectations. Look, let me tell you, if you are trying to venture into the digital content space as a digital marketer, content producer, social media manager, or anything, you're actually going to sit down to learn how to explain expectations to clients, define expectations to clients. What do they want? And can you do that? And what is the ideal situation? So most times I've found that most people who want social media managers are actually supposed to be looking for digital marketers, people who know how to create the content, do the management, create the design, monitor, run campaigns, run ads. That's what they need. And in the long run, they don't have the budget for that. And most people who are looking for content directors or producers or developers are only looking for social media managers. So it's just a lot of things. And if you do not explain those expectations, you're going to find yourself in a fix one day when your client wants to run a huge project and is expecting you to deliver. And you're like, no, I'm just a social media manager. I've not even learned how best to run campaigns, or I'm only good at creating this content and monitoring it or engaging with it. And your client feels, cheated and all that. So the best way is to set the record straight, define the expectations, have a working document, send it to your clients and all that. And that way you guys have a better plan that you're working with, and your clients know what to expect for you and what not to expect for you. Even the number of followers they should be expecting. And if you are actually the type that will buy followers for them, or you believe in creating organic content, those things need to be explained. And if you do that, then you can really have some rest as a content developer, manager, or digital marketer. So these are like my challenges that I've experienced and that I've also spoken with people and they have also experienced. And these are like the solutions that we have applied to them and that we're still applying. So are you currently a social media manager, developer, digital marketer? Have you experienced this thing, and what have been your solution? Do you have better ways that we can handle these things? I'd like to get your comments and responses in the comment section. And then for you, maybe let's say you're a newbie, you're trying to venture into digital content space, you have further questions, are there thoughts bothering you, are there places you need clarification on what I've shared, please drop in your comments and your questions in the comment section, and we'll roll from there. So on that note, I would like to wrap up today's episode by saying thank you so much for listening. It's a great time to subscribe if you really got value from this episode. And when you guys subscribe and turn on the notification bell, you also get updates on further content related to this and others that I'll be posting coming up soon. So thank you so much for watching. See you in the next episode. But until then, keep living every day from within to without. Bye.